Some people just want to watch World Buzz.
Jeff Nails another draft day.
Nailed
Blake's
it.
top 5 has 98.
I got
Mason
one more.
just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's a history of bad.
So bad.
It's a history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's a history of bad. It's a history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 448.
That's what the outline says.
Yeah, the outline's a little weird this week. Brian sent it through a new printer, and it's a really odd font.
I think that was intern fax machine sending this one.
Oh, okay.
That's why it looks bad.
Producer Doug would have done that. That's true. I'm just saying. It's okay, Brian.
And I'm the intern.
Oh, hi, sorry. Blake?
Blake.
There we go. Okay, everybody's good.
Did we get Jeff?
That's Jason.
Oh, we never introduced ourselves.
I'm Jason.
That's Jeff.
They can't
me.
see you.
Oh,
Pointing.
sorry.
Well, I guess we're back, except for Jim. You know, last week it was just Jeff and I for half of it.
Hey, I got here as fast as I could, all right?
That's what she said.
No, I think that's what he said.
Yeah, maybe that's true. That's true. Yeah, so we're here this week, and we're almost back. Jim will be back next week after his suspension. That was
Yes.
not good.
His suspension is up next week.
Thank God, because we've missed him.
What's he suspended for?
Dad jokes.
But that's not his department.
That's why he's suspended.
I
don't
see.
think they're dad jokes. I think they're bad jokes.
No, they involved the dad.
Did they involve a dad?
Yes, it was bad. It was bad. It was a bad dad jokes. How about that?
I thought they were inappropriate jokes.
Maybe that could be it too.
Why wasn't I here?
Because you
What
just,
was my suspension?
because you just don't show up. Brian actually got sentences out last week.
I did. It was
really?
amazing.
It was very
Awesome.
nice. It was really odd to hear Brian talk more than 3 sentences. I appreciate it.
Me too.
Yeah, that's 2.
Awesome.
So, anyways,
That was a good candy bar, by the way.
so before we came into the Bob Studios, we had some kids selling candy bars,
right.
and I had no cash on me. But Brian and Blake were very nice to buy candy bars through them.
To help their dance.
Dance.
Yeah, it's world's finest chocolate.
That's right. I got the WF crisp.
You gotta give it to world's finest chocolate candy bars because 30 years later they're still doing a great job selling door to door with candy bars.
And they're still $1.
yes,
Like, in this climate, like, you'd think inflation might get them,
right.
like, to $1.
$7.
Yeah, $11.50.
Yeah.
I did notice these candy bars were thinner than they have been in the past.
It's been a minute since I've had a WF candy bar. I will agree with you, but it was still tasty.
Yeah. Better than the WTF,
Yes.
candy bars.
I was actually kind of disappointed that nobody brought food this week. I'll be honest.
We still have plenty of Pez here.
Ugh,
I was told last week that you would replenish the Jolly Ranchers.
I did not.
Well, that's very obvious.
So
There's still Jim's $5 on the table.
Can we DoorDash
I might DoorDash.
some Jolly Rancher gummies?
see what we got here. Because I'm going to try. No, because I coached my son's 5-year-old T-ball team tonight, and my other son's had another thing for baseball with my wife, so I was with my daughter and my 5-year-old. And afterwards, I was handing out the trophies. You know, it's their last game of the year for the T-ball. And the one assistant coach came up to me, he's like, "Coach, you need a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah, I probably do." He's like, "You coached all year in T-ball from 3 to 5-year-olds. I'm getting you a beer." So he got me a big old tub. So the kids all had pizza, slushies, Sour Patch, whatever they had, chips. They all had it, even my daughter and that. And then I was like, my wife just texted me. She's like, "What'd you have for dinner tonight?" I was like, beer. So now I'm really, really hungry.
And Sour Patch.
I didn't even have that. I was like, damn it. So I might open up this Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Dark Berry.
You know, Pez is.
I don't want to ruin the Pyroraptor.
Pez. I mean, this strawberry. I mean, this is fruit. So this is vitamin C. It's probably antioxidant. So it's good. It's healthy for you.
Brian, we got anything over there by the desk? Or I'm sorry, by the
We have nothing.
by the shelf. Damn it. Son of a biscuit.
What happened to the potato straws we had last week?
They went stale because we kept them open. Wide open.
Was that the final Canadian?
It was
snack?
the final. I just
Wow.
looked under the table.
Yeah, I did
and all I
too.
saw was Jeff bottomless.
Whoa.
I wasn't even here when you looked under the table.
I just did it.
I didn't see you.
I saw you and then some. So it's all right. We're going to have some Pez for dinner tonight and beer.
That's right. Pants are optional while podcasting.
That's right. So, anyways, hello.
Actually, I thought they were discouraged.
That's why Jeff never wears pants. Hey, Jeff, what's the first thing you lose in strip poker?
My pants.
There you go. It's quite a sight.
Get straight to the point.
Yep. Straight to the bone.
There was nothing double
You're right.
entendre about that.
Erection. Anyways,
That was a terrible stretch to get to.
I got it.
That's right. Jeff likes to go pooing. Winnie the Poohing.
Oh, I thought you meant like pooping.
No, pooing.
Oh, okay.
Pantsless with a shirt on only.
That is,
I was going to say Donald Ducking, but
Or Donald Ducking.
that's
yeah.
not a good look for any guy.
Yeah.
Just a shirt.
Well, it depends where you're at.
Still not a good shirt. It looks great on women. Wonderful on women. Not on men. Not on men. She's wearing your shirt. You should not be wearing
I think
her
he's
shirt.
sexist.
Sure sounds like it.
Men are not the most attractive. Let's be
In
real.
your opinion, other people might find men attractive.
Okay. So, anyways.
Other people. Who are these other people?
Yeah, who are these other
Please
people, Jeff?
inform me.
We support everybody, but
That's right.
Well, I will say
Kidding.
women,
Yeah.
gay men.
men really aren't that attractive. Even if you're a woman or that. They're not, men
Says the guy who creams his pants over every time somebody has their abs out.
oh, abs.
There you go.
Oh, that's the problem. He likes to look at the abs, so wearing a shirt covers the abs. That's why he doesn't like men wearing shirts.
I think I just licked my microphone by mistake.
So if pooing or Donald Ducking is shirts with no pants, what's the opposite? Pants on and no shirts. What's that?
That's normal.
Chris Prating?
Prating?
Momoing.
Is it
Mamoing.
prating or mamoing? Well, I like
Going
mamoing.
to the
That's
pool.
mamoing. I like mamoing. Sounds better.
Momoing. Yeah, it's got to be Momoing. Momoa.
Pretty
Did you
good.
see Chris Pratt? It was in an interview, and he was saying that he doesn't like being called Chris. That's not his name. Well, it is your name. He likes being called Pratt or CP. And he's like, that's not my name, Chris. It's like, well, it is your name.
It's not what he goes by.
That's fine.
In his friend group.
That's fine,
I
but
read
it's still his
the thing.
name.
It was a pretty stupidly written article.
Yeah, did you read it?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Weird,
Let me tell you, Jeff,
because those aren't in abundance these days.
there's a lot of bad articles out there. A lot of bad articles.
No shit.
Yeah,
So
because
it's like
anybody who can log onto the internet is now can write articles.
Yes.
Apparently,
So what was that Cub? It was like, it's not Ryan, it's Ryan.
What?
What Cub baseball player was that? You just get irritated about people.
I try to avoid
mispronouncing his
anything
name.
with the Cubs, so I'm not sure.
Sandberg.
Yeah.
Ryan.
That's Ryan. Ryan Sandberg?
Ryan. It's Ryan, not Ryan.
Well, it is. R-Y-N-E.
It's not Ryan, it's Ryan.
I thought you meant like recently. This is like 1983.
Well, that's where I live.
1983.
I live in 1983.
So, real quick here, I did start watching The Boys. Brian, have you watched it?
I am 100% caught up.
I am 2 episodes behind.
Oh
I've
man,
done Herogasm,
so you're
Which
caught
episode
up.
is that?
6.
so I'm caught up. Yeah,
Oh,
6.
I
It's
heard
the
it.
most recent
I'm at
one.
least one episode. I can't remember if I've seen episode 5 or not, but I know I have not seen 6.
And I don't know who said it last week, but it has not dropped the ball at all.
No.
This is a phenomenal season. Even Huey's not annoying as much.
Well, I do have some friends. Dr. Bednar, for example,
Oh, doctor.
not liking The Boys.
Why?
Doesn't like the, I used to say, the
Ultraviolence.
shocking sense of sexual humor,
Really?
I would say. But you think about it.
Has he
but
watched the other seasons?
Yeah, he has. It's like the first, obviously episode 1 of this new season.
Yes.
Pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yes.
Tasteless a little bit. But I told him it fits in with the horrible people that these soups are.
Yeah.
It fits what they do, and they're horrible people. Then that's the whole premise of the show, is that most of these people are horrible people. But on the flip side, they're like, well, they don't like the graphic, sexual jokes or content. But I'm like, well,
That's what it is.
that's
though.
what it is.
I mean, that's
And-
how the graphic novels
yeah,
are.
Graphic
That's-
novels are there, and you throw in Seth Rogen, who's a lot of
Yep.
Sir Comes a Lot 779. Sense of humor. He's very sexual and graphic in his humor, and can be sophomoric, or I could say, I don't know, childish. I have no idea.
But what they're saying is like they've lessened that from the graphic novel. Like the show is not as bad as the graphic novel in that aspect.
Yes, but
I mean, I haven't read them. Just that's what I heard.
I was kind of disappointed in
it down.
I was kind of disappointed in the Hero-gasm, though, because they talked it all up and said, "Oh, you'll never see anything like this on TV," and blah blah blah.
Considering two of us
and I
haven't
watched
seen
it.
Yet.
Oh,
I think we just said
spoiler
that,
alert!
didn't we?
Spoiler alert!
I wasn't paying attention. What happened?
I thought it was
Hey,
Kind-
the Inquisitor died. Thanks.
kind of
asshole.
gross. Well, hold on. I'll just make it.
Or you come
gross,
up with that? Yeah,
interesting,
We finished it.
good, gross, interesting, good, sick, all wrapped into one kind of deal. But I didn't think it was as graphic as they made it out to be.
The
Yeah.
butcher.
Oh yeah. By the way, the Grand Inquisitor, he dies in episode 1.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate it. 2. It's 2.
Or 2, sorry.
Asshole. The boys, though, like, the butcher is actually annoying me this year. Usually I'm on his side. He's kind of annoying me.
Yes, he is.
And you're taking Huey's side now. Ooh.
I don't know about that. I'm taking Frenchie's side.
Oh, man.
I love Frenchie.
I do too.
He's
I
a
love
good
him.
character. I like him.
I like the subtle things, too. Like, on the
Yeah.
back of his jacket, he has the colors of the French flag, and
Yeah.
he's awesome.
You mean red, white, and blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's in the order, like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
The French order.
Blue, white, and red.
The French,
Yeah.
the French blue, white, and red.
I'm gonna say
he's-
that there's
yeah.
like 40 some odd countries that use red, white, and blue as their national colors.
America?
No.
Oh, okay. Canada.
Russia.
Yeah. They've been quiet lately. But yeah, The Boys is really, really well done. Like, last season was good, but again, Huey's been my biggest issue with that whole series. But this season, like, he's not as annoying.
Be ready for graphic.
I like the.
Be ready for the graphic humor.
I did like the part. I need you to break my arm. Oh God! Like
Yeah.
I couldn't even watch.
I couldn't do that.
I couldn't watch that. And then I fell asleep last night watching it when they were going to Russia. So I need to wake up. I need to restart that part.
Hey, I was just remembering what they did in Russia.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much more away, but yeah, it is very interesting and entertaining.
Are they breaking this up into season, like halfway seasons, or are they doing the whole season? I think?
like Stranger Things?
yeah.
They're dropping a new episode every Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, every Friday. I was really upset
is
with
smart.
Stranger Things
Very
because I kept watching and I binged it, and I think this is probably the best since season 1.
Of what?
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things.
Okay.
I love it, actually, to tell you the truth. And then it got done, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's the next one? It's giving me, Netflix recommends.
October, I think?
Boo. I'm like,
July 1st.
July
couple
1st.
days.
Yeah,
They
this
made it-
weekend.
Oh, okay.
They're releasing it. I guess they're releasing it in two
Parts, yeah.
2 parts.
Okay.
2 6-episode parts or something. I don't
Which is
know.
Oh,
Or
I
it's
think there's
holiday
only
weekend.
2 episodes left.
only 2
They're
episodes left.
long episodes.
But they're
they're both like
2
movie-length
hours.
Yeah, they're-
they're like 2 hours each. So I think it is good. And I do remember you talking about, what's his name's story being a little out of line with everything else. Hopper.
Oh yeah.
I do agree with that to a point, but it hasn't just ruined it for me. It is kind of interesting.
No, I'm just I'm just saying that the one main storyline is the one that I really love.
Yeah, it's going pretty well, and I like the 11, the hint of and then the reveal and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was really good.
Is Sean Astin in it?
No.
Oh,
Did you finish season 2?
not yet. I know he dies
I'm only through the third episode of this season.
of the new season.
Yeah.
Episode 4 is a great episode, and episode 7 is a great episode.
Hopefully, we'll be catching up with
one
that.
More season?
Yes, season 5 will be it.
And then they talked about spin-offs. Because why not? Everything's a spin-off now.
11 in law school.
Make more money.
11 in Love.
Yeah.
It's a rom-com.
Yeah.
That would be something that I would see like The Boys doing, like some sort of like
they got a
stupid
couple
play, like on like one of the characters doing like a reality show or something.
I think The Boys is getting a spin-off.
Actually,
spin-off, yeah.
they are doing that,
Yeah.
like with the next member of the 7 or whatever, like that reality show.
Sure,
Like,
Oh, yeah.
America, like
Supersonic?
Yeah, like
and
America.
I like the 2 women that didn't get picked because they brought the deep back, and they're just looking at them like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And Homelander,
Homelander. He got it. Plays Homelander is pretty good. I have to admit, you hate the guy. He plays him
when
so
he
well.
dies at the end of this series, whenever that is,
Because he dies in
They're
the
not going to kill
comic book?
Homelander.
I don't know.
He's
No, at like the series finale.
They're never
Whenever
going to kill Homelander's going to
Don't
win.
spoil
by
it
the
for me,
end.
Jason.
I don't know. I didn't
When
read
they
the whole.
end the series, Homelander's going to destroy everyone and sit on his throne of death.
I think he does start destroying cities at the end of this season or next because he mentions it that I love being loved, but I don't really care if I'm hated either. Like basically, like I'll destroy.
I would prefer to be.
That's
loved,
what it is.
But
Yeah, Anthony Starr is very, very
But
good.
he is a guy that you just want him to get his. And
he's starting to realize that he can be, unhinged and unbabysat.
and I love that.
Oh, the PR lady, what's her name?
Oh my gosh, she's awesome.
my gosh, she's horrible.
Ashley?
Ashley.
and her.
Ashley.
Shut up, Ashley.
Yeah, I hate her.
Yeah.
She is not a likable character.
No.
And she starts taking on Homelander's, persona too, and he's like, oh my god.
And that was the thing because in the first season she was like the whipping girl,
Intern.
or whatever, the
Yeah.
intern.
Yeah, she's got a little power now.
Yeah, and she turned it into exactly the person who she hated when she was on the bottom rung.
I did. I just like that he
The deep is such a tool.
The deep is the biggest.
Yeah.
That's Tommy or Timmy or whatever. Eat him.
Yeah.
Eat Tommy.
Eat Timmy.
Timmy. He has kids. Eat him. Oh my God.
Wait until Herogasm.
Crying.
And then the best is he's making love to his wife and he's watching the octopus. He's like, you like that with all your arms? She's like, what?
Herogasm. I read an article. Amazon created a standards department.
Yes, I did see this
because of Herogasm, and it's not what you think it is.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that they do. I didn't go too far into because I don't want spoilers, but I did see that
That's
they started
right.
the apartment.
So the thing is, when you finally get caught up and you see Herogasm, tell me what you've seen you think they had to create the standards department for.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It's not Mother's Milk.
I love Mother's Milk.
What happens to him is nasty, man. But anyways, go ahead.
Another thing, finished Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yep.
I don't really care to go too much into it because it was fine.
Why?
Whatever.
Why did you finish it? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, why'd you finish it?
Brian,
did you
just
feel
agree with me.
compelled?
I know you don't watch it.
Did you feel compelled to finish it because you started it?
Obi-Wan Kenobi is the worst.
Okay.
Hey, Darth Vader is almost dead. His face is cut off, the mask is cut off. Mm-hmm. He's there. I'm just going to walk away. What the fuck?
Well, Vader was going to survive.
I know that. But, part of me is like...
He has plot armor.
I'm just... the whole time, my son and I were watching this, I'm like, kill him. I know he wasn't going to because he's in, everything else. But I'm like, why aren't you killing him? And my son's like, he's the worst. I'm like, he could save millions of people in the future.
Billions.
Yes.
They blow up planets.
Yeah, I'm just going to let him go. Let him go. You learned what happened last time when you had the high ground.
You're excitable on this, Jason.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I seriously finished it. And then you get that fucking Qui-Gon thing. Oh my God, that was the worst thing ever. Hey, hi, I'm Liam Neeson.
Hey,
go
what's
watch.
up?
Go find your daughter. I'm done with you.
It's great that you brought this up because I wanted to talk about it just a little bit longer. So anyways, one of our daughters, big Star Wars fan, right? Mm-hmm. She started it last night, and I didn't say anything to her. I didn't preface it, and she's like, "Oh, you're watching Obi-Wan?" She's like, "Yeah, I just started." I said, "Get through the first 2 episodes and then tell me what you think about it." Why? I said, "No, I just want your opinion."
Yeah.
2 hours later, I really don't care. I was like, so I started talking to her. It's like. It's just like, oh, yeah, the chase scene in the woods. She's like, oh, my God, that was horrible. It was the worst thing ever. It's like, yeah, and the fact you kidnap a princess with her pet bot.
Yes.
And you let her keep the pet bot. You don't take it away or hide it.
And then at the end.
You don't have the pet bot like GPS or honing device in case somebody takes her. You don't know where to find the pet bot.
And then Obi-Wan's got to drop off the pet bot at the end. Oh, fuck off.
Fuck that. But,
they let her keep the pet bot so the bad guys can plant the tracking device on it.
They were thinking 18 moves ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's
and
exactly
2
what
left turns.
Flea was like, all right, well, she's got to keep the bot because that will be important later.
Give it to me, give it to
me. But I bring this up because I read this great article about the lead writer for Obi-Wan. Mm-hmm. And this is why you don't just hire somebody to come in, hey, can you do this and write this? Oh, yeah, sure. What do you know about Star Wars? I've seen a couple movies. Okay.
Which ones did you see?
Yeah,
Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and
apparently not Revenge of the Sith, because after the first 2 episodes aired, he put out there like in his media feed, "Oh, isn't this great? It's so pivotal that Obi-Wan realizes that Anakin is still alive," and everybody just went apeshit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everybody knows he was still alive. That's why they hid the fucking children. That's why he went to go into hiding with Tatooine. And the guy's like, well, no, he really didn't know. I was like, and this is the problem. If you're going to give Obi-Wan, to somebody to write, you need to find a fan of the Star Wars, Star Wars trilogy, saga, all 3, all 9 of them.
You hated it. It was called Last Jedi.
No, hold on. No, this is why you have fans write about stuff like this that's so important to other fans, because if you just hire somebody, oh yeah, this guy's a good writer. What do you know about Star Wars? Oh, I've seen a couple movies. Oh, really? No, that's why Peter Jackson did so well with Lord of the Rings, because he was a huge fan of Lord of the Rings.
And what about The Hobbit?
And he stayed to that. Well, he overdid The Hobbit, trust me. But he was trying to make it better so that it was a great prequel for Lord of the Rings, etc. But he started out really well, obviously, and did very well, and then he tried to outdo himself, and that's where you got into trouble.
To be fair, the guy that wrote Obi-Wan, he had to rewrite the last episode because he actually had Obi-Wan kill Darth Vader, and they're like, you can't do that. He's like, why? He's a villain. He should be killed, right? What's the big deal?
Although, I'm going to say...
Obi-Wan. I don't think that was in the article I read. But it makes sense.
It was on BuzzFeed.
I'm going to give the
that's why he takes him to the break and is like, oh, shit. All right, well, he walks away.
See ya.
Here, let me scratch this out. He walks away.
I'm going to give the writer the benefit here because nothing says that Obi-Wan knew that Anakin was alive. He left him for dead, burning in a lava pit.
They were more worried about Palpatine.
They were worried about Palpatine getting his hands on the children.
I'll forward you the article, and it's...
I'm not saying it's not a poorly written article, because almost every article that's forwarded to me is a poorly written article.
Well, no, that was part of the thing. Is like, this guy's a fan, and he doesn't realize.
Did you see the meme I put up on our History of Bad Ideas Facebook page? It's Emperor Palpatine going, how'd it go? And Darth Vader with the half mask goes, I don't want to talk about it.
I saw one thing or whatever. How did it go? Something like there was a part where Obi-Wan says to Leia in the thing about how she's pretty experienced for a 10-year-old or something, and thinks that she'll be
a good leader.
She'll be great or whatever in the future. And they said this is to foreshadow the fact that in Star Wars, Leia is older than 10.
Good job.
Yep.
That's all right.
But I mean, my son was like, yeah, I like it. And it got better, but I think the last 2 episodes were okay. Yeah. But, oh, my God. The last 3 episodes was Obi-Wan going, I'm going to go fight Darth. Here I go. I'm going to do it. Oh, please don't. No, I'm going to do it. Next episode, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go fight Darth. It's the only way to save us. Please don't. You don't have to do it. I have to. Please don't. Last episode, oh my God, fucking go fight him. Go do it. And then leave him alive because that makes sense. Hey, Adolf Hitler, I have you on the brink. I'm just going to leave you alive. You're fine.
You are getting so riled up. I haven't seen you this riled up in months.
Was pissed. I know that he had to let him because of the movies, but I'm just like, end it in a different way. Like, have Darth Vader throw the rocks onto him, and then it was like, have Darth Vader walk away. That's the ending. Like, that's it, right? Because then you're done.
See, the problem is that watching the entire first 2 episodes, the only thing I can think of is A New Hope. And everything that they did, I sit there and I go, how does this fit into shooing into A New Hope and the movie that works and the plots and everything else? And I was like, what did he do? Did he Jedi mind erase Leia's brain so that she has no idea of ever meeting Obi-Wan when they go to Tatooine or... he's on the Death Star.
Well, did you see what the next
She never did meet him again.
She saw him.
She saw him in the distance.
And Obi-Wan was happy because he saw Luke and Leia together again.
Since they were firstborn.
I did like the one thing that the next series is just about Darth Vader creating his own amusement park of dead Jedis that he has in amber, and he's using their DNA to make clones of them, and it's just going to go crazy. Just be careful.
After first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan, I'm really not compelled to finish it.
Oh, you didn't finish it?
And
you're only 2 episodes.
No,
in?
I
thought you were done.
Dude, I'm enjoying.
Spoilers!
I'm enjoying Umbrella Academy. I'm enjoying The Boys. I'm enjoying Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I watched Doctor Strange. I saw Top Gun 2. I mean, there's just so many things that I would like to do before I finish that fucking Obi-Wan. I don't give a shit.
Spoilers.
And that's scary because Book of Boba Fett started my. Fuck this.
2 spoilers.
Yeah.
Darth Vader lives. And
what?
And you know what? Fuck you. The Inquisitor does survive. What? He's back. They killed one.
Shocked.
He's alive.
Oh, shit. Wait, what about Flea? Does he live?
He's dead.
He
He's
goes
dead.
on to join the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I thought he
in
was
the alternate
already
Earth
dead by the
version.
time-
Give it to me.
Didn't he die by the end of episode 2?
3.
Oh, okay.
4. I don't know.
So you mentioned Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
Everybody else finished with this season?
I didn't finish second season.
I'm not. I'm like, I think we're 2 episodes. Like we just
2
started
episodes
it.
away. Oh.
2 episodes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm where the episode where Klaus realizes he's got another ability that he never realized.
Ah, okay.
That doesn't spoil it for you. Good.
I will say Saturday night, it was about 11 o'clock, said I'll go to bed and I'll flip on, maybe watch an episode or 2 of Umbrella Academy. At 5 in the morning. No, I only watched 7 episodes. 5 in the morning, I'm like, I really should be going to bed.
Yeah.
The 7th episode didn't end on like a reveal that I'm like, oh, I got to see what this leads into. It still ended on a big event, but it wasn't the, oh God, now I got to watch the next one.
Yeah, I was hesitant to start the new season because of the way the last one ended. And it was like, okay, the whole time travel, alternate universe shit kind of gets played out. Doctor Strange too. But anyways, so I was like, okay, but you know what? I really did enjoy Umbrella Academy. It was like, all right. I know they made some changes to, Elliot Page's character. I was like, well, let's see how this works out. And, because of her real life changes. And they worked that into the story. And the first episode, I was just fucking laughing. And I'm like, I'm glad I started this new season because it's really good. Yeah.
Just the opening scene.
Oh, yeah.
In general, with the Footloose dance off was
like,
incredible.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, it was.
How is this?
Right.
What?
Yes, you're like,
Oh, that's why people on Twitter are like, I can never watch Footloose again the same way. I was wondering.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I liked
incredible
it.
choreography to that.
Yeah.
And I was reading something to the creator of the show. They asked him, about choreography and the actors that are dancing. And he said it was during quarantine where, like, over Skype they had the dance teacher, teach them all their moves, remotely. And when they got together to film it, they said all the actors were phenomenal in the dance, that they had dance stand-ins ready to go, and they
just
didn't
in case,
use them.
and they didn't need them. That's
they didn't
cool.
need them. Even like, the other characters, the new characters or whatever, that the Sparrow Academy characters were all like, everybody was sweet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Blake, I think this one, as far as, time travel and that type of stuff, that you hate, I think you might like how they take it.
Well, I do kind of like the whole grandfather paradox thing, as they're explaining that.
Yes.
Is Wolverine go back in time in this?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he's there.
Okay.
Yeah. And Dr. X.
Apocalypse.
Xavier, yeah.
Okay.
He's there, too.
What was that? Yeah. Was that Professor X laughing?
No, that was Wilma Flintstone, I think.
Yeah.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
But it is pretty funny, as Father is talking about, well, yeah, I know the Umbrella Academy. And he's like, they're a bunch of, self-centered. They don't work together. There wasn't, but that's what makes the plot so good, because they don't share information. They don't work together, except when forced to, and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, there are a couple times in there. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
these characters don't know about this yet. They're still.
Yeah.
Why don't you people just talk? But I suppose they wrote it in that's
how they work.
The family dynamic.
That's the dynamic, exactly.
Okay. Brian, anything over there? Finishing it up? Wrap it up? Anything else?
No, that's about it for me. Did you see Elvis?
No, we did not. I am seeing Top Gun.
You haven't seen it yet?
I don't want to. My wife is making me go this week.
With everybody talking about it, I thought it would be something better, but it was still good.
It was good.
It was better than the original.
I don't like the original.
I mean, this actually had personality development and conflicts in it, like a real story.
Miles Teller is fantastic in it.
I have no desire to see this film.
Is Rooster?
The Red Rooster?
Now, do they have a dozen people with cool call signs? Because that was the best part.
Of course, they bring that back. That's part of it.
Badger.
Badger.
Pussy Lips.
Yeah.
Predator.
You haven't even seen the movie yet. I know the call signs.
I know the call signs. I read up on it.
What would your call sign be? Everybody, what would your call sign be? I don't know what mine would be. But,
Red Dog?
Like the beer?
Yes.
Jason would be the impersonator.
Oh, I like that.
Impressionator.
Impressionator.
Yes, the impressionator, yeah.
Impressionator, you got a boogie on your side here, on the left side.
Who's that supposed to be?
Chucky over there, Blake. It's going to be Blake.
Okay.
Blake's Chucky. I like that.
Yeah, I got my Chucky specs on.
Yeah, you got your Chucky specs on. Jeff could be Luggage or Grimace. I'm not sure yet.
Not Grimace.
Well, you got purple.
Well, he's
tonight.
wearing purple. What a dick.
Fat guy in purple.
Hey, Grimace, you got somebody on the left there. Coming up, you got Chucky's going to help you out.
I was going to call him Bundy. Because he's got the polka eye shirt on.
Polka eye shirt.
Polka eye.
4 touchdowns in one game.
I'm still going with Grimace. Grimace, you got Chucky up on your side. He's going to help you out here with that boogie.
I mean, I would rather,
move it on.
If I was going to be like a fat airline pilot, fat fighter pilot or something, you name me like Porkins or something.
Time out.
Porkins.
I want to see that. We're all in fighter jets. Jeff's in a 747. You can't bank at that speed.
Watch me.
Everybody get your overhead on. Get your overhead compartments closed.
I'll slam on the brakes. They'll fly right by.
I don't want to spoil the Top Gun sequel for you, too, but...
Is it about 747?
The whole attack thing is not how I would do the whole thing, but you got to suspend disbelief for it. And
Jeff,
just go with it.
Grimace, you got some snakes on that plane. Better watch it. You got snakes on the plane. Hold on.
Did we mention we have convicts and a president of the United States?
Wow.
Okay, time out.
Why are you flying the president
Con
into
Air
the...
Force One.
Snakes on a... I want to see that. And the
Snakes on a Con Air Force One.
Trademark. Okay, time out. I want to see that movie because then the convicts have to team up with the president to get rid of the snakes. And then, in a shocking twist, the convicts turn on the president, except for one good guy that was framed for his murder, and he gets pardoned at the end. That's it. Book it. Yeah. Write it.
And actually, he's the guy that actually releases the bomb to destroy the illegal atomic nuclear plant and rides it down there, kind of like a la Dr. Strangelove.
Now you're just reaching. Come on.
Oh, God.
Can we get Snoop to be the co-pilot?
Oh, God, Soul Train.
Soul Play.
That's fine as long as Tom Arnold's in it. He's coming to the Cincinnati Comic Expo September 23rd through 25th. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. Hobie will be there along with Tom Arnold and William Shatner.
Anybody else?
Tom Arnold.
Oh, okay.
Apparently only Tom Arnold.
Gonna be a long weekend.
So, Tom...
Roseanne.
Not even a question, just Roseanne.
That'll fill a day.
There you go.
Day 2, The Stupids.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'll fill 2 seconds.
Nope. Gotta talk about it.
You think Tom Arnold can talk about the stupids for more
That's
than a minute?
Yes.
React.
You were in True Lies.
I was.
Yes, I was.
Remember that time you were in True Lies? That was cool.
No, I do not.
That was the only good movie you ever did.
If you want to hear...
You remember that time you were in Austin Powers?
Was he?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was the guy in the stall next to Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Who does number 2 work for?
Yeah.
That's right.
It's good that we workshop this now before the expo.
If you want to hear these questions along with other great questions to our guests, come see us at Cincinnati Comic Expo September 23rd.
Mr. Arnold, I only have 2 questions.
If you're stuck on an island...
If you're stuck on a desert island...
And if you had to open for the Harp Twins, what songs would you play? Jodie Benson might be there.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
I don't know, but she might be.
Robbie Damon is going to be there.
Yeah. Chris Claremont. Oh, sorry. I thought we were saying your name.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, there you go. Kevin Costner.
No.
Man,
Not
if they
yet,
have
anyway.
I'm in on the Yellowstone panel.
Oh, can I say I've been watching too much Yellowstone?
And?
You cannot say that.
I've started.
Please keep watching.
Well, yes, it can because let me tell you what almost happened last Tuesday. All right, so
You
I
weren't
just started. Yeah, I wasn't podcasting. I started season 4. I'm a couple episodes in. Right, they decided to go buy show
Is this
horses. and
the
start
newest
doing this.
season?
Yeah, the latest season.
Okay.
Finally, I went through the quote unquote Red Wedding version
Yeah.
of Yellowstone.
Yep.
Right. So, anyways, I've been watching too much Yellowstone because last Tuesday, my
went to a
buddies and
wedding?
I were in right field. We're in that bar area with the flats where you can stand with the tables. And so we had a table looking straight down the right field line.
And you shot 7 men.
And there was almost. Then there was the place there where you stand in the aisle, and we're standing there. Me and my buddies were standing there
At
and
the
these,
Reds game.
and these suits come up and stand right in the aisle, completely oblivious to everything else around. They stand and there's 4
While
of
the
them in the
baseball
aisle.
game's going on.
While the baseball's game going on, some guy's got a laptop with them. They look like they're from Schwartz and Meyer. They're looking to buy the ballpark. They're obviously being escorted by somebody else, and they're talking about locations in the park and everything else. And I start getting pissed, and I'm like, anybody else getting mad? These guys are blocking our view. I'm going to say, so I start raising my voice and oh, a nice view of the aisle, but then kind of stuff. And I'm like, the table next to us opens up. I'm like, all right, let's get over. I'm like, I need to move, or I'm going to get violent. I'm going to get fucking Cowboy Rip on their asses. So I move over to the next table,
And then they move.
and then, no, they're still there, and the people wait. And one of the guys starts moving over into the way. And one of the guys moves back to the table and puts their beer on it. And I'm starting getting pissed. And I'm giving the fucking evil eye, to the one guy that's escorting him around. And I'm getting upset where I'm going to one more Bud Light, $3 night. One more $3
what a
Bud Light
deal.
night. I know. I'm going to say something, and I'm pissed. I'm working myself up into a fury because I want to go cowboy on these guys. And then the guy's kind of looking at me, and I'm giving him, and then he takes him away. And I burst out. I was like, anybody else pissed off at those guys? I was ready to say something and kick their ass. They're like, huh? What are you talking about? I was like, God damn it! I'm watching too much Yellowstone. I was going to go cowboy rip on
Take him to the train station.
Take him to the train station. You're right. And and Dr. Bender's like, dude, you were going to beat him up because you wanted to watch too much Yellowstone. I said, yeah, because you watched the entire seasons of Game of Thrones. You weren't violent. I said that was fantasy.
To be fair,
this is cowboy violence. I'm talking about. This is real.
You couldn't watch half of the Game of Thrones because it was all black and it was dark, so you didn't know what was going on.
To be fair, you could have just yelled, "Hey, down in front!" I mean, I have no problem asking people standing in the aisle to sit down.
I know. I was making loud comments.
I was
working myself up, but I was making sure.
I would have yelled directly to them, down in front. Let them know.
Yeah,
they're oblivious. They're probably not doing it to piss you off, even though that was the reaction.
Maybe they're the new owners of the Reds.
That's what I was thinking. I wonder if that was the case. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they sell too.
Yeah, but I was getting pissed, and nobody else was, and that was making me mad too. I'm like, aren't you pissed?
Are you more pissed at that, or that Jacoby Brissett is going to be your starter for the Cleveland Browns?
The greatest meme ever. It was like Cleveland Browns spent $230 million and 3 draft picks, so Jacoby Brissett could start.
They paid $230 million to settle lawsuits.
Yeah, no,
that's all they did.
Shit. I mean, I'm telling you what, I'm still pissed off about this situation. Their hearing was today. Is there any news leaks about that?
No. It just came over.
Whatever.
He's scum.
There you go. Whatever bullshit the Browns get to deal with this year, they brought it on themselves.
But I was going to ask, did I miss anything on Mayfield? Because he's still their quarterback.
But he's not going to come back and play for them.
Then they're not going to pay him the $8 million they owe him.
No, they have to pay him.
Not if
he doesn't show.
If he leaves the team,
But here's the thing with the NFLPA, they can't have him. No, they can't ban him from the facilities.
No, but if he chooses not to show up,
he chooses not to show up. He
as
doesn't
of right
have to.
now,
But
you're assuming that Watson is going to be suspended.
They can excuse
for
him.
Some, if not all, of the games. I'm thinking you still have Baker to be your starting quarterback.
I want to see Mayfield show up.
Then that's his decision, and he doesn't get paid then.
I want to see Baker Mayfield show up, and in practice,
the Browns are dumber than I thought.
Yes.
I just want to see him throw the ball like a yard. Oh, I can't throw. Oh, that's a shame. Cut me. Oh, no.
But I mean, I think they could void his contract if he is obviously not trying to do stuff. If he's obviously just laying on the ground getting sacked, I'm sure that they can then void his contract.
He'll do really well, and then his first game as the Browns starting quarterback in game 1 of the season, he just falls down every time. Oh, sorry.
Just takes the hike and hands the ball off to the nose tackle. There you go.
The Browns really have to do everything that they can to get back in his good graces because they're eventually going to need to try to recoup what they lost from
Maybe they could set up some massages for him.
Yeah, there's no recoupment.
I mean, they're going to have to try to get something out of him.
They might know someone.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about good things. What classic television series is your favorite?
None of the 4 that you listed.
Gilligan's Island.
Of the 4 that are listed, which one?
Oh, it just says what classic
you can
television.
follow us on Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. Gilligan's Island, I Dream of Jeannie, The Addams Family, and The Andy Griffith Show. In last place, I Dream of Jeannie. In third place, my favorite show, The Andy Griffith Show. And come here and lick my butt.
I have biscuits for you.
Did you?
Can you turn my biscuits?
Did you just say?
I do declare.
Hey, Andy.
What?
Did you just say?
What?
Hey, Andy. Come here and lick my butt.
I don't think I said that.
That's exactly what he said.
Come here with Bonnie and ride me like a hand.
He just had incest requests. Yes.
Oh yeah, they are related.
Yes.
Yeah.
They sure are.
Okay.
Now,
it could be a sister-in-law thing.
It's the impersonator.
It could be his
the impressionator.
Aunt. It might not be his direct aunt. I don't know.
And then winning 50% to 40%, the Addams Family over Gilligan's Island. Time out. We never got your call sign.
Yeah, we didn't.
Brian, what's
You
your
guys just moved on.
Oh, I thought you did that on purpose.
It's called intern.
Oh, yeah, intern. Can you get that 747 to land over there in Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip? It's got snakes, convicts, and a president.
Intern, can you clear the runway, please?
Get out there with your flashlights.
Yeah, where's the shiny lights?
Directly into the ocean.
We're in Arizona.
Which gate am I going to? Intern, which gate am I going to?
Intern, you could be in the plane, but producer Doug already took that over. Sorry, you're on the ground. Sorry, my bad.
His ability to show up is overwhelming.
It is.
Where's the intern? I don't know what gate I'm going to.
Wasn't that intern promoted this week? Next week.
Intern has
Pez for
5
dinner
beers.
is not great.
What's that?
Pez for dinner is not great.
My wife is bringing me Chick-fil-A, I think.
She's bringing us all Chick-fil-A? That was nice
No,
of her.
me.
Bring me a shake. Tell her to bring me a shake.
Jesus.
I know.
$5 a gallon gas to get out here.
Oh, here we go again. You're a superstar because of this show, so I don't want to hear it.
I am?
That's what the talent gets.
I filled up for $4.81 today.
Whoa. Just out of, from a station, or did you have rewards points from somewhere?
Well, if you have a UDF card, I'm not going to get 6 cents off.
Yes. Fair enough.
So there weren't any extra reward points, but
Not like
standard.
But-
Kroger points where,
No.
you
But with the UDF card, you can get, if you buy 5 tubs of gallon ice cream, you get 1 free. So that just pays for itself right there. You pay $30, you get 1 tub free.
Something like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
$5 a gallon for UDF ice cream is actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah, actually, it's not a bad deal.
No, it's pretty
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah, especially the peach. Peach is really
Oh,
And
God.
Peach
no,
is
that's
back, too.
worse.
Is
It
it?
just came back.
Damn, and why didn't you bring that today,
They were
Brian?
advertising that on the...
It's where your Chick-fil-A is. Or
Oh.
my Chick-fil-A is.
I just texted my wife, maybe a few chicken sandwiches for the podcast.
Chocolate shake.
I'm not getting a chocolate shake. Anyways.
They were advertising the peach on my news information.
At the gas
report.
station?
Yeah.
Where you
Where
get
I
all
get
your
my
news?
Yeah,
news.
where do you get your news?
And
Yeah.
they were advertising the peach ice cream.
I mean,
and I said,
inflation.
I hate peach
Ew.
ice cream.
Inflation, you got to get your news at the gas
Yeah.
station.
That's right.
Jeff actually,
Cut the cord.
That's right.
it takes him 6 hours to fill up because he just touches the gas, the little thing. I got to finish this article. I got to finish this segment.
You know,
I gotta know what yesterday's weather was.
Soon gasoline will be just as expensive as printer ink.
Oh, printer ink. Anyways, let's do some listener feedback.
All right, that noise. Time for the bomb listener feedback brought to you by Happy 4th of July weekend. Don't blow any fingers off.
Unless you're a football player.
Set fireworks off responsibly, not near the intern's house.
Correct. Okay.
Please don't.
That's right.
I
Anyways,
don't want to have to cuss you out on Facebook. Because I will.
Do it.
I'm going to cuss you out on Facebook.
You
later.
are a celebrity now that you're the intern of the Hobie podcast. You have a platform.
I do?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's wood. It's about 2 feet high.
A wooden platform.
Yes.
it's the booster chair we got you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not looking forward to Jim coming back because his chair is very comfortable.
It's an executive.
It is.
Speaking of fingers and executives,
Whoa.
we're going to talk about the number one fan.
Can't buy yourself a nickname?
Can't buy yourself a nickname. A-Pans.
Formerly known as
7?
Big D. Now we can call him Big P. Producer. Producer Doug.
Dad.
That's right. He says Prey, as in Prey. The new Predator prequel set in colonial times looks good. What era would you put the next Predator film in?
You know what I think they should do with the Predator films? they should follow Assassin's Creed. Wherever an Assassin's
just
Creed did it,
that.
they should send Predator after it.
Roman times.
Put them in the Viking times next.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
They should just superimpose Predator into episodes of To Catch a Predator.
Come here.
No, it's not even that.
Oh.
They walk in, the Predator walks in, and Predator's like, I'm going to go now.
The Predator walks in, sees Chris Hansen, and then camouflage.
The dots go onto his head.
You came here to eat that 10-year-old boy.
Then why do you have a steak knife?
Why is there a giant spit in the living room?
I'd watch that.
I mean, you're free to go anytime. The intergalactic police might be outside, but you're free to go anytime.
Trademark?
Trademark.
Can we trademark this one?
Trademark.
You know, if we do mirror it after Assassin's Creed, can we have lots of shots of the Predator just jumping into piles of hay? Hay carts?
Yeah, but he seems a little slimy. He's just going to have hay sticking to his face and everything.
It's part of the
I think the
camouflage.
Predator will be chasing someone, and then they'll just jump.
Or
and then land in a hay barrel.
That's right.
And then they'll jump somewhere else and land in another hay.
That's right. Or in, Monty Python medieval times, he's got shit all over him. You know?
I want to see him in medieval times and him hitting the coconuts while he's walking. Is that Predator?
I also wouldn't mind seeing him in the social media era.
I want to see him in Zoom calls in the background with all this YouTube stars.
Or the guy without pants on.
Jeff? Where are my pants?
He starts his OnlyFans.
You can't see him. He's camouflaged.
OnlyFans.
Can you...
Totally camouflage, except
What a
for his
scam.
butthole.
This guy's scamming us.
Predator, can I get pictures of your feet?
You see some guy or some lady on the screen, and you're like, I thought this was Predator's OnlyFans. And then he just appears out of the wall and does what predators do to
Take feet
that person.
pictures. That's all they do.
Selfie.
Selfie.
Duck face.
Do you think Predator would have an iPhone or an Android?
Android, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, Android. Alien would have an iPhone, I think. Alien would have an iPhone.
Yeah.
The Queen. I could see that.
Yeah.
That's why they don't get along.
That's why they versed each other.
Well, there you go, Doug. hope that answers.
What else we got?
That's right. Your first role as producer. There you go. From Canadians of the Year, a Canadian of the Year, I would like to request Jason to sing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme. P.S. This is from Dr. Dana.
Oh, thanks, Dr. Dana. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days, chilling outside, playing a couple of hoops. I think a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in a town called Bel Air." I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, it said fresh. The license plate said fresh, and it enticed and endeared me.
There's no dice in the mirror.
Anyways, I pulled up to a house at a little past 8, looked at my surroundings, said, "Yo, homie, smell you later." I don't know the rest of it.
Yeah, that's the only line I know is "Yo, homie, smell you."
Yeah, there you go. I'm Megan. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I meant...
You just ruined the mood and the vibe that was going on in this.
You know, I think they should use your version for the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that they're
The
remaking.
serious one.
Yeah, the serious, fun one.
Carlton's a badass in. I do my Carlton dance, I put a cap in your ass. Hey, Carlton, calm down. Go back to hosting America's Funniest Videos. What else we got?
Listener reviews from Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Now, before I read this, remember what we all bitched about in the beginning. Obi-Wan finale review. Some storylines felt rushed or not needed, but the main story, holy shit. I personally believe they are some of the best in Star Wars canon. It's genius how this episode connects to the prequels and the sequel trilogies. Kevin, since Explorer, he's really funny.
It's really impressive that it connects to the prequels and sequels when the writer didn't watch any of them. That's a pure shit. That's just pure shit.
That's right. I mean, Kevin's joking, right? He's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I
I read it and I laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate anybody's opinions.
Yeah.
Even the wrong ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially those.
Yeah. What else we got?
Steve at EILFM. EIEIO.
From movies.
If you could trick any celebrity to be on the show, who would it be?
Chris Jericho.
Stephen Hawking.
Remy
He's
LaCroix.
dead.
Is he dead? Oh, damn it. I would just like to do an impression off with him.
Wow.
People think I'm smart because I talk like this. Don't talk to the aliens. Okay, Steven, what do you know? Let's see here.
A lot more than you.
But I'm dead, so I don't. Probably Chris Pratt. It's like, oh.
You mean CP or Pratt?
CP. No, actually, I probably would do Chris Evans. Wait a minute, hold on, let me do this. Not do Chris. Hugh Jackman. Well, probably.
What did you do to him?
I would probably do Chris Evans. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
He sings and dances.
You can have a beer with him.
Yeah, I could. And then we could sing Greatest Showman, which I probably would with him.
I know I said Chris Jericho, but you got me thinking. And now I don't remember what I was thinking.
Ralphus.
He's dead, too.
Is he?
Yeah. Where have you been for the last 4 years?
My concussions say other places. So, Blake, who do you got?
I already said.
Oh, sorry. Wasn't paying attention.
I know.
Brian?
Josh Gad.
Just to prove if he has a bunghole or not.
Yep.
Okay. I like it.
Who could we leg wrestle on the show?
Chris Pratt.
There you go.
Let's see here.
Not who I was thinking.
That's what I was going to say. We need to get Tates and Clarettes on the show.
Ooh. Next from Professor Number One and Doctor Number One. Can we get the hosts of Hobie to be on this show? The fuck show is he talking about? We're on the show. We're on Hobie.
Continue reading.
Continue reading.
Netflix is making a series about how to build a sex room. Why didn't he lead with that?
Yeah. We
What
could
would
be
be
on
in
the
your
show.
sex room?
I don't know exactly what we would add
What would
to
be
it.
in your sex room, Jeff?
Wood.
Okay, then simmer down. That's yours.
Orifices.
I would have puppets in mine.
People of the opposite sex? Or
Puppets.
same sex, depending on, you know.
Puppets.
Whatever you
just
want.
one giant orgy. That would be.
Oh.
You don't need anything else.
A hero-gasm?
A yiff pile.
What?
It's a furry thing, Jason.
Oh.
Jeez.
Well, that's how you get furry rabies. I almost died.
Exactly.
I got Furbies.
Brian, and yours? Puppets? Muppets? Oh, consenting Muppets.
Any Muppet, you can stick your hand up.
I think Skeeter would be fun. Anyways, what?
There is no puppet of Skeeter.
Scooter.
What was the question?
Skeeter.
What's in your sex room?
Sex.
Oh.
A Barca
It's
lounger.
just there.
Okay. Does it smell like sex, though?
I mean, after...
Sex and candy?
Yeah.
Ooh, it is not Macy's Playground or Marcy's Playground.
I think it's Macy's Playground.
Macy's Playground.
That's the new shop
with
opening.
inflatables.
That's opening up downtown. Macy's Sex and Playground. Is it? Come on down. Get your turtleneck sweater and some lube.
Inflatable turkeys.
Do you like puppets? We have turkey puppets.
We've
gobble
got-
gobble.
We've got Santa's sleigh.
Oh yeah.
And the reindeer gear.
Into the odd things, we got elves. Anyways.
Do you like furry boots?
What's that mean? Do you like furries? We got them. Let's see what's really in Snoopy's doghouse. Where's Walter's not the only thing you're going to be searching for. Come on down. Macy's
Oh, look, it's Underdog.
He'll be under your dog. Never mind.
Edit. Nope.
No, not the pet dog. I meant like your dog has a penis.
What?
Well, that's even worse.
Edit. Is that how that works?
Jason's using slang no one else has ever heard of.
Producer Doug, edit this, please.
I don't think that's how it works. Edit?
I'm just an intern. I don't know anything.
Jeff just edited it. You're fine.
Click, click.
That's the most work Jeff's done on this podcast in years. I mean, Grimace. Or Luggage. What's your podcast? Or what's your flight name?
Anything but Grimace? I mean, jeez.
Anything but Grimace. You got a bogey on your side.
Giant sock monkey.
We got anything but Grimace driving the 747. You better watch it. There's snakes on that plane.
And convicts.
And the president.
And Kevin Hart.
What?
Wait a minute, is that
was in
Snoop
full
Dogg in the pilot? Co-pilot chair, I see.
Anything but Grimace. How's Snoop Dogg next to you? Are you okay?
We would probably
chill.
have to just like cut that down to ABG.
ABG.
Yeah.
Anything but Grimace.
Oh, okay. ABG.
You down with ABG? Yeah, you know me.
Like anything but Grimace is like a long, like that takes up a lot of call time. Like you need like
A lot of
quick,
letters.
like split second
ABG, turn that
decisions.
747. We got your flight
I
pattern.
got it. It's furry.
Furry.
That's it.
I like it. I like that.
Fergie?
Fergie.
Furry.
Hey, Fergie. Fergie Furry. Better watch it.
Which Fergie? Are we talking like Black Eyed Peas Fergie?
Yeah,
or the,
yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, there you
The
go.
Duchess.
I thought the Duchess.
We're talking about the lady bits.
I was thinking of the Duchess.
Fergalicious.
Oh,
I'm sorry, the lady humps.
Fergalicious Fergie. Better watch it.
No, just one. Just Fergalicious.
Fergalicious. Better watch it. You got Fergalicious coming up on your side.
Please let her board. You got Fergie under 6. Oh, yeah.
What am I, Kool-Aid Man now?
Kool-Aid Man, you got somebody on his 6.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I want to see a Top Gun with like the actual Grimace and the actual Kool-Aid Man and all these other food mascots.
Kool-Aid Man goes to jump out of the cockpit with the parachute and he breaks halfway up. No!
You have lady humps at 3 o'clock.
They are lovely.
My humps, my lady humps. Anyways.
So there you go.
Was there a question
I
there?
don't know. What are we even doing here?
Anyways, news of the geek this week.
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
We'll do Face Off next week.
I was so looking forward to that one.
I know, that's what we're doing. Well, you know what? When you're a producer, you can pick. Anyways. Oh, sorry. Edit. Let's see here. Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Were you a typewriter from 1930s?
Nope.
A telegraph?
I hit the 3 buttons I had to hit to make the edit.
Oh, good job. Per Polygon, where Blake gets all of his news, Return to the Dark Tower is arguably the most ambitious product ever created by Restoration Games.
It's only their second project, to be fair.
Beat me to it. As it's a board game with a legacy in many ways. This high-concept, hybrid electronic board game seeks to honor the cult classic Dark Tower, which was first released in 1981. It's also funded on Kickstarter. This one was funded on Kickstarter in February 2020, less than 1 month before the COVID-19 pandemic changed our world forever.
Bum, bum.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now, nearly a year and a half after its promised delivery date, copies have finally been delivered to backers.
Oh, that's funny.
What?
promised delivery date.
Oh, yeah.
Have they ever looked at Kickstarter? There's no such thing as a promised delivery date. There is an expected delivery date.
Return to Dark Tower is an exceptional board game, Polygon says. Just like the original, at its center is a towering chunk of black plastic that is every bit as novel and singular as the original.
I was really excited about this artwork because when I was a kid, all I wanted was to get the Dark Tower.
Because Orson Welles was in the commercial.
Yeah, and it had that crazy music, but anybody that I knew that had Dark Tower, it wasn't working correctly.
Well, it may happen like this, too. One of the most intriguing aspects of the new release is that it's framed as a sequel, not a reimagining. The story of its predecessor is referenced in the opening pages of the manual, describing the tower laying in ruin for an age where great evil stirred within depths.
That would be the millennial generation. That's the great ruin between, what we had and what the new kids are getting.
The challenge presented now is the structure's reawakening as evil literally spills from its every orifice, as in Jeff's sex room, to terrorize the land.
That's orifice, not orifice.
Oh, whatever. Players take on the role of keen heroes such as the Relic Hunter or Brutal Warlord.
Hero. What's your hero? Brutal Warlord. Did you mean anti-hero?
Nope.
Okay.
There are 4 options in the box, and each boasts a unique ability.
I like they only give you 2.
Yeah.
They say there's 4 of them. They only give you 2. What are the other 2?
No, it's Relic, Hunter, Brutal, and Warlord.
No,
it's not.
Unlike its predecessor, Return to Dark Tower is now a fully cooperative design, with a secondary competitive mode being offered that mimics the original.
Because we want everybody to win.
Just like Lord of the Rings, much of the session is spent traveling the kingdom and cleansing the land from little skulls ejaculated from the tower. You're also burdened with the task of confronting lesser foes such as hostile brigands, terrorizing spiders, and a thunderous titan. I am a titan, Steve McNair. Character progress, unlocking new abilities.
He's dead too.
Well, that's why he's roaming the land. Character progress, unlocking new abilities, and whatever. It's an RPG. The large mechanical tower features moving parts as well as electronic sensors with information feeding by Bluetooth to a free app that you must download. The tower is a showstopper in every sense of the word. Dominated with its table presence and simply by having a large silhouette. Large silhouette.
Silhouette?
Silhouette of a man. Scaramouche. At the end of each turn, players drop a plastic skull into the top of the tower, which may trigger an event. So basically, it's like Fireball Island. At its best, the tower is whirling and lighting up, keeping everyone on edge as new monsters are spawned and skulls are ejaculated to blight the land. During play, you'll also be instructed to remove seals, plastic doors blocking exit points on the tower's inside.
Yeah, not the sea dogs. Remove seals. This game's being banned by PETA.
PETA?
Remove seal.
Time out. PETA? It's too cute.
I was going with Spanish pronunciation.
Oh, yeah, for all the Spanish listeners.
I'm just looking at the singer of Kiss from a Rose blocking the door so you can't get in.
Let's see here. The companion app.
Seal.
Oh, thanks. I got my dinner here.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't see Brian's dinner.
Where's my chocolate shake?
Oh, I got my Chick-fil-A.
You gotta go to Aunt B's for that.
I'm boy.
For biscuits.
Send Bonnie in. I need to turn my biscuits over. Anyways, surprisingly, the app does much more than simply drive the Dark Tower. It's a mechanism for combat, blah, 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 all that stuff. Basically, it can change things going on, but it's like they said the app actually works. When it does work, the app, that's the problem.
Just like the old game when the Dark Tower actually worked.
Return to Dark Tower is noteworthy because it's simple and streamlined that I can play with my 8-year-old daughter, who dies instantly, but also strategically dynamic enough to stand up to a group of adults enjoying the hobby. The price is the issue. Kickstarter was launched in 2020. It was $125. With the challenging economic conditions, it's now risen to $190.
Inflation, supply chain issues.
And just like the skulls ejaculate, and it's hard to swallow. So there you go. Let's see here. So, Brian, what's your name? Blake. Are you buying this?
I'm waiting for you to buy it.
Hell no, I already bought mine.
Or Jeff Morris.
Jeff Morris might.
I need Jeff Morris to buy it.
I already bought my $150 game for the year.
Yeah, I need Scab Jeff.
And now we need to play it sometime.
up.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Baseball season's over. We can do it.
What game's that?
Dead Reckoning from AEG.
Ah, okay.
So,
Yeah. When I go to Gen Con, let me know if I got to pick anything up for you guys.
when is it?
August.
August.
Oh, okay.
First week of August. Yeah.
Okay. Did you get a press pass?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. How many?
One.
Why didn't you put 2 down?
Because-
you tell him you wanted another one.
Yeah.
I would have gone with you.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yeah, I would have.
Well, you didn't say.
Well, I thought it was just, you always ask for 2.
I didn't because I've been the only one going.
Yeah. When was the last time you went with Blake to it?
Oh, last year.
Blake didn't even go last year.
Last year, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per page 6, where Brian gets all of his news, Nick Cannon
I love this one.
took ownership of his admittedly erratic dating history in a new interview with Shelley Wade of New York City's 94.7 The Block.
The block.
I failed miserably, quote, I failed miserably so many times at monogamy and relationships.
How many times?
But God ain't done with me, Cannon immediately added.
What that means
Saying-
is his dick ain't done yet.
We're going to figure it out. Since finalizing his divorce with Mariah Carey, I was going to say Jim Carrey, Mariah Carey in 2016, Cannon has apparently taken to rapid first date cycling through a series of various women.
Rapid fire dating, not first dating.
That works too. He's fathered numerous additional children. He already has twins with Carey. He also shares children with model Brittany Bell, son Golden 5, and daughter Powerful Queen 1. DJ Abby De La Rosa, who's 31. She has a 9-month-old twin, Zion, Minoxidil, and Zillion Air.
Zillionaire.
He's also fathered a son with singer Alyssa Scott, 28. Though that baby tragically died of brain cancer at just 5 months old.
Oh, that is tragic.
Cannon is also expecting babies with model Bray Tisi, 31, and is rumored to be the father of another baby with De La Rosa, who recently announced she's pregnant again. He continued, quote, I'm liking the man that I'm growing into. And I feel like I marry someone who will understand me and can stand by me when where they're weak, you're strong. And if I can ever find somebody who knows how to hold me down through all my madness, through all my chaos and toxicity, that's probably somebody I could rock with for life.
So he's looking for someone who's okay with him sleeping with other women.
We'll get into that.
Planting his seed.
Nick Cannon, who's expecting his 8th child with Brie Tisi,
Tiesi.
very soon. With so many children calling him daddy, many wonder how the mothers of his children navigate scheduling quality time.
There isn't any.
During a sit-down on Entertainment Tonight, where Jeff gets all of his news, TC said they have to work...
TSC.
Whatever. They have to work with an assistant to ensure the children's time is on calendar.
He has an Ashley to schedule all of his daddy time with all of his kids
Also
and
Ashley.
wives.
Hello.
Or not wives, I'm sorry. Baby mamas.
Quote, we can all go through the assistant to make sure it's on the calendar if there's anything important, like being a father. But anything you say you need from him, the man always shows up. So now, we have X, Y, and Z, the next 3 babies' names, and it's on the calendar. Here's there. She added that she doesn't know how he makes it all work, but he's good at it.
He shows up with his dick in hand.
Due to him being able to do his best at being present, Bray Tisi isn't worried about him being there for their son. Quote, I never have to worry or question if he's going to be present. That's something that's important to me.
She's blown away by his ability to show up.
I'll make it happen. If I have to move things around, we'll do that too. As far as their relationship status, TC said she and Cannon operate without a title, but with all due respect. It's not necessarily anything, the mom-to-be said on the Know For Sure podcast. This is just us. This is our relationship, and what you do outside of that is what you do outside of that. Everything is respectful. Everything is honest. We don't really need to define it.
That means
If it works for both of them, then fine. Let them.
Yeah.
That means open relationship.
Yes.
That's what she's saying.
Well, for him.
And her.
Well,
Does he care?
no.
No. Well, if he did, it'd be a double standard, don't you think?
Hey, Nick,
I would think, yes.
let me give you some advice. If you don't, you don't have to work this much if you would stop having kids. So just get a vasectomy. It's okay. Still okay. Anyways, so there you go. There's your latest Nick Cannon news.
But we love seeing him on The Masked Singer.
Do we?
No, I don't, because I don't watch it.
Oh,
But
okay.
Dr. Dana does.
Oh. Well, we're going to be up for her Canadian of the Year review there soon.
Is she a fan of his or just a fan of the
Of the
Singer?
show itself, not the hosts.
Or the judges? Or
Not some of the judges.
She just likes the costumes, dancing around with songs.
Is Alan Thicke still the
Robin Thicke?
Robin Thicke still a judge on that show?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Ken
Nicole,
Jeong.
Nicole Scherzinger.
Ugh.
Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jenny
Jesus.
McCarthy.
There's 4 of them?
Otherwise,
There are.
Jenny from the block.
And sometimes
wait,
they bring in
wrong
a
Jenny.
fifth guest judge.
No. Joel McHale usually.
He
I see
did
the
once,
commercials for that,
but-
yeah. Jeff, what do you got for box office news?
Box office news from June 10th through June 12th of 2022. The number one movie in America was Top Gun Maverick. It made another $30.5 million, a total of 522 domestic on a $170 million budget.
Broke $1 billion.
Officially past $1 billion.
Passed $1 billion in the worldwide box office.
That's incredible.
That is incredible.
Everyone seems to like it.
Eh.
Maybe I'll see it someday.
Eh.
Elvis also made $30.5 million in its opening weekend on an $85 million budget.
I'm all shook up about that.
I guess it made just under the $30.5 million.
I'm not kidding. Top Gun beat it by $176.
Wow. Nice. Way to go, Top Gun. Number 3, Jurassic World Dominion made $26.5 million, a total of $303 million on a $185 million budget.
It's over $500 million, I think, for
Worldwide.
yeah.
And The Black Phone made $23.5 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $18 million. That's a return on investment. It
Yeah.
did pretty good in
Did
one
not
weekend.
get good reviews, but the fans have liked it.
But it got $23.5 million. So, I mean, return on investment, that's like better than Elvis.
Oh, Shuku. This did not do good.
Lightyear made another $17.7 million, a total of $89 million on a $200 million budget.
What?
Woof!
What did we say last week? Like, I don't even, was it like 20 or something? Like, what did we were way off.
So here's the best part. Worldwide, it's bombing as well. And they don't think they're going to make money back on this after marketing.
No, really?
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of people are upset that they shoved Tim Allen out of it too. So.
That's what I was saying last week that I'd been reading. Like,
Yeah.
everybody seemed upset about that, but
My thing is, like, I feel like Toy Story is like an old, forgotten era of, like, films. Like, Toy Story 4 was good enough, but it was just like, it's like, we've got,
But
we've
the-
made so many.
But the people who grew up with
Are
Toy
now showing
Story
it to
are
their
now
kids.
having
Yeah,
kids.
but-
So.
I don't know. And Toy Story 4 did not get great reviews from the audience either. That's the other issue.
Well, that's why they didn't make a Toy Story 5. Instead, they went to
Yeah.
Lightyear. They thought they had to mix it up and do something different.
Yeah.
So instead of it being about the toys, it's about what the toy is based on.
Mm-hmm.
Upcoming July 1st of 2022. This is the 4th of July weekend.
Yep.
We've got Minions, The Rise of Gru.
the untold story of one 12-year-old's dream to become the world's greatest supervillain.
It's gotten good reviews so far.
I actually enjoyed the Minions ride at Universal
Oh,
when I was down there.
okay.
It was kind of
Did
fun.
they fart on you?
Of course.
Okay. And also Mr. Malcolm's List.
A young woman courts a mysterious wealthy suitor in 19th century England.
So where's the big blockbuster for the 4th of July weekend?
I was wondering that too. Remember, we used to have those.
Or is it because Will Smith isn't allowed to do movies
You
now?
keep your motherfucking name.
Oh, they did. They prematurely released it. It was Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, I mean, that was for Memorial Day, wasn't it? Just because it's still out during the 4th of July.
Minions will make about $70 million.
Minions will make a lot, but
Malcolm's List will make about $70.
I think it'll make about $200.
Okay.
201, Bob.
Sorry. We also do have Attack on Finland coming out.
Oh, those damn Finnish.
Finland?
Attack on Finland.
Fen, F-E-N?
F-I-N, the country, Finland.
Okay. I thought there's like some weird...
Is that directed by Vladimir Putin?
Just
The Attack is directed, not the movie.
So I'm not going to open it, but here's just the clip of the description. Finland's Independence Day celebration on December 6th is crudely interrupted by an attack on the presidential palace.
Ooh.
You know what that means? We need Fergalicious out there. Go ahead, get him in. Get him in.
Seems oddly familiar.
Oh.
So the Finnish...
What's it? Goliath is Down? What's it called? What's that movie?
Goliath.
Titan is Down?
Oh, yeah.
Independence Day?
White House down?
No, it's...
Something is burning.
Rome?
No.
Toledo?
They're actually...
Goliath,
Cleveland?
Titan has fallen. Goliath has fallen.
It's...
What the hell's that movie called?
It's...
Giant has fallen.
Angel has fallen.
Angel has fallen. What? No.
Yeah.
It
Angel
is?
has fallen.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
That doesn't
Yes.
sound right at all.
And then, are we thinking about the ones with Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Angel has fallen, London has fallen, and Olympus has fallen.
Olympus.
That made
That's
three?
what I was thinking of.
What's the one with Gerard Depardieu?
That is Paris has fallen.
That is, my arches have fallen.
No.
No, that was Paris has surrendered.
We do. You have bagels? You have briskets?
You have a croissant?
You have a croissant?
And also coming out this week is Most Guys Are Losers.
Well,
I thought that was
is that
coming out every
nonfiction?
week.
It was
that
filmed. It
nonfiction?
was filmed in 2020, but it's just now getting released.
I'm sure that's good.
Over Thanksgiving weekend in Chicago, a college kid from California seeks approval from his girlfriend's dad, a bar owner and author of a dating book titled "Most Guys Are Losers."
I think I've heard this before.
We probably talked about it.
2020?
Yeah.
Mira Sorvino's in it.
Whoa!
Keith David, Paul
David Keith?
Paul
Keith David.
Sorvino.
I bet I'm going to say this is probably going to be a stretch, but I'm guessing Paul Sorvino probably plays the grandfather to Mira Sorvino's child.
And David Wallace is the lead.
Can we have...
From The Office.
How many early 1990s actors can we get into this film?
At least two.
At least three. Okay. Jeff, give me some top 5 music.
Top 5.
Top 5 this week. Top 5 activities you no longer enjoy. It's the old man segment.
I'm too old for this shit.
Blake, go ahead. What's your number 5?
Probably.
You used to enjoy this, but not anymore.
Tom first?
He said Blake, unless
Oh.
you changed your name.
All right, so yeah, I hobied it,
Chucky, you're up.
of course. I hobied it. So I went with discotecas or dance clubs / bars with loud music.
Okay. What about if Michael Stipe is there?
That's why he doesn't like
That's
it
why I
anymore.
don't like it anymore.
Okay. Would Michael Stipe be in your sex room?
No.
Oh, okay.
Only if he had a crush with eyeliner.
Well, he could be in the corner playing music.
There you go. No, but seriously, if I go into a place that's super loud now and I have to yell into your ear so you can hear me, I'm too old for that shit.
I didn't like it
I'm gonna
when
get
I was
out.
young, so.
You know, that's it.
Jeff?
Not necessarily something that I dislike doing, but my enjoyment has waned greatly, is watching baseball.
Okay.
That was an honorable mention for me.
With the the labor strife over this past season and the universal designated hitter, the enjoyment has been sapped from the game for me.
I've watched more baseball this year than I have in the last 2 years, and not the Reds. Like my son and I, I think it's because my oldest.
I hope it's not the Reds.
My oldest son and I have started watching a lot more.
But it's
we were even watching the Yankees and Astros.
The game's just not as enjoyable. I've been to one game this season, and I mean it's still fun, but just following the game and following the season, nah. I mean, I used to do like fantasy baseball or whatnot, and I used to know everybody on every team. Now I don't even know half the people on my favorite team.
Number 5 for me, I still love them, but like I just can't. Collecting comic books, it's tough. And then you try to get into it, it's like, I have no idea what I'm picking up.
So I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
I own all these comic books, but I never called myself a collector. I called myself a reader.
Okay.
I still enjoy reading them. I just don't buy them anymore.
I've bought, since I've sold my comic books, I've started buying graphic novels, and it's a lot better because it's self-contained story. You're fine. So, yeah. Brian, number 5?
Number 5 for me, superhero movies.
Okay.
I'm just burned out. Like I feel like the last 20 years, like that's it. I mean, there are obviously a substantial amount of other films that come out, but I feel like that's the only thing that is like ever talked about anymore.
We do our fair share of only talking about
I obviously, but
not Star Wars films. You like those still?
We still have 4 other.
Okay.
He has not lost his enjoyment of Star Wars.
That's right. What's your number 4?
Number 4 would be festivals of any type.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Specifically, Dr. Dan and I religiously would do music festivals, like Bunbury here in Cincinnati, Louder Than Life down in Louisville,
Woodstock '99.
I was still in high school, so I couldn't go.
Wow.
But like, we just that level of commitment that you have to put into it, plus the price has like just skyrocketed to where like just to get in and get a hotel for some of the, like the one in Louisville, the last time we thought about going was well over $1,000 just for tickets and a hotel for the weekend. And then, then you're there for 10.5 hours a day, and it's in the middle of summer.
Yep.
And beers are
hot.
Yeah. $8 to $12.
Getting sunburned.
Food's, outrageous, and it's from a food truck.
And it's horrible food. Yeah.
And there's a million people, and you're hot. Like, it's just not an enjoyable thing anymore.
My number 4, I don't believe you on that. My number 4 is watching the WWE. It's really not much
That
fun.
is something that
AEW I've enjoyed.
Probably, well, for me, professional wrestling, I loved it like during the 80s and 90s.
That was also an honorable mention for me.
I'll put it as an honorable mention.
WWE, ugh.
I honestly, anymore, I watch Hot Young Nemeth's matches on YouTube. But that's the most that I've done.
Brock Lesnar has a cowboy hat.
Oh, cowboy hat.
Start watching.
He grew a beard, too.
He did.
Oh, a hat and a beard?
He's been watching Yellowstone.
The hat doesn't have a beard attached. Just to clear that up from last week.
That would be fun if it.
I did look into it.
Okay.
And it is there are 2 different separate
hard-hitting investigation.
Since Yellowstone's been out, I wonder if there's been an increase in cowboy hats, belt buckles, and boots that have been sold.
1,000%.
Yes. And a lot more shootings in Montana.
What about violence?
In Montana.
I almost added to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't like 12, murders in Montana, like triple?
Yeah, because everybody's carrying. And they all live 6 hours apart.
And they all been watching Yellowstone.
Yeah, they live farther apart than the bullets will reach.
I'll come down. Where'd he go? Number 4 for you.
Number 4, I went ahead and hobied this one. I have fireworks and Christmas decorations.
Okay.
As a child, those things were fun. as an adult, they're annoying and a pain in the ass.
Somebody was lighting off fireworks today, and I'm like,
I've kind of renewed. I agree with you. I was in that boat until you get younger kids again involved, and you're like, oh, okay. So it kind of rejuvenates.
But I mean, things like during Labor Day we have our big River Fest and the big firework display, and it was. I thought I used to enjoy watching that, but nowadays it's like, oh god,
I don't like fighting all the people for that.
Oh, the crowd is just.
I'm done dealing with fireworks.
Anything dealing with crowds is enough for me.
I enjoy it
to
because it's the end of summer. Thank God. Get it over.
No, summer goes on for another 3 weeks.
Well, officially in Cincinnati.
Well, by the calendar.
And it's still 80 plus degrees for another 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Blake, number 4.
Number 4, twofold. This is why I don't enjoy it anymore. Number 1, I think I'm too old to stay up late and then get up at 6:30 in the morning and go to work. And the other is a lot of these late night talk shows or comedy shows are just full of spite and political hate, and I just don't. And they got people that I have no idea who they are on them anymore. So I used to enjoy late night TV talk show. I used to enjoy SNL. Like old Letterman, old, all that kind of old stuff. But, nowadays I'm like, I just don't like it.
Okay.
It turns me off.
So much better when it was Carson Daly, but
So
these guys these days.
What's your number 3?
Yeah. Number 3, PC games. Not console games, PC games. Because console games I can play on the big screens a lot easier to do. But PC games I used to really enjoy, but it takes too long. And if I don't continue it and finish it, I don't remember what's happening. Like, for example, I love the old Total Wars, going out doing Rome Total War, doing Civs or the old Baldur's Gate stuff. It just takes too long, and the screen's too small nowadays, and I just don't have the bulk hours to put into playing something like that. I got too much shit going on.
For me, the biggest difference is if you're playing on your PC, you're pretty much sitting at your desk chair versus sitting at the nice comfy couch.
Yeah.
Number 3, Jeff?
Number 3 for me is going to live music concerts. Just any concert anymore. I don't enjoy the actual physically going. I don't enjoy spending time with crowds.
Yeah.
And I don't enjoy paying the prices to go see concerts, even if it's a band I like. So I might have gone to my last concert already.
Which one?
We'll see. I don't know. What was the last one I went to?
Clint Black?
Oh, God, no. It was
Toadies?
The Wiggles?
Hart and Joan Jett.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Went to that, and it was such a miserable. We were late because the traffic getting there sucked. It took us 2.5 hours to get out of the parking lot after the show.
Did you go to Riverbend?
Yep.
Oh, that's why.
That's
Sat
a problem.
in the lawn, and it just had drunk people walking over our place and spilling beer on us. And I said, I didn't enjoy the concert, and if I'm not enjoying it, why am I even going?
My wife is going to Chris Stapleton at Riverbend.
On purpose?
I had no idea who he was.
And she's so unfortunate.
And she played songs to me, and I had no idea. And her sister and her sister's husband, her brother and his wife were going, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want to go?" And Jessica, my wife Jessica, she's like, "You want to go?" I was like, "No, I don't know who this is." She played songs. I was like, "I still don't know who she is." Or he is. and then afterwards...
You're leading into my number 2.
And she's like, why don't you want to go? Because I don't want to spend $80 for lawn seats. Why would I? I don't even know this guy. So, personally or professionally. So, she's going, but I'm not. Anyways, let's see.
I think that's also why some of the smaller venues downtown, now that they've renovated the river on both sides, they have music venues that are smaller, but they're so much easier to get to.
Yeah.
The
You're not waiting in
the
fucking
Brady
lines.
Center
Yes.
at the Banks, right across from the Bengal Stadium,
Yeah.
is incredible for shows. We've seen 6 there already, and
There is something coming in October or November, a show coming there that I'm like,
The Judas Priest?
Yep, Judas Priest, Queensryche.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Me alive.
depending on the price of those tickets, I might.
It's the sound and just the overall setup of everything about that building is top notch.
I got a small music venue down the street from my
You do?
suburb.
Yeah.
It's really good.
We never did get to see Fozzy there.
No, waka waka waka. Let's see here. Number 3 for me. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Large parties. Don't want to go to large parties. Just don't. I like smaller gatherings. You know, 2 people. No. I can't stand large parties. I don't want to go. I don't care. I just want to be home. So leave me alone. Number 3 for you.
Number 3 for me, staying out past midnight at a bar.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I do not enjoy that anymore. Both
Nothing good happens after midnight.
Both for the following day and a half that it takes me to recover, and B, because people.
Yeah.
People are the worst thing about everything.
Yes.
I hate people.
Oh, not our listeners, though. We love them.
Oh, no. They're not
Yeah.
people.
No,
they're listeners.
They're listeners.
Yes.
Number 2?
I just call them
number
listeners,
2 for
not
me
people.
is something that was a huge part of me in my 20s and early 30s was collecting movies.
Oh, okay.
Like Blu-ray and, just...
Laserdisc.
Yeah. That, I was not around for that.
Pogs. I thought he was going to say Pogs.
Blu-ray, miniature laser discs.
Yes, they are.
I did have Pogs.
HD DVD.
Yes.
HD DVD.
Like, just like waiting waiting to see when the movie, like when they released the date that the movie was going to be able to be bought. And then,
When you were watching Stranger Things, did you wonder what that thing was that they're putting these giant cassette tapes into?
No.
Did you have VHS? Okay.
You're around for VHS? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just checking.
That was a large part of my childhood in the 80s.
You're right. I used to enjoy collecting movies too,
Yeah,
but now you can just rent it for 99 cents whenever you need it.
Or wait 2 weeks and it'll be on
free.
a platform that, you can watch it.
Exactly.
and
Or on TBS or FX.
Or you be like me and have those VHS tapes and can't watch them anymore because I don't have a VHS player. Nor a TV that you can plug into.
Just go to Radio Shack. They have.
You could probably get both of those things on
find Radio
eBay for like $70.
I've actually seen those things where it's like a VHS,
DVD
player,
laser
CD
disc.
player, and phonograph. Not phonograph.
Telegraph.
Record player. Like
that's
things
a
you can plug
phonograph?
in. Yeah, phonograph.
Number
But
2.
yeah, maybe I'll get one of those.
Number 2 for me, driving. I used to love driving, to different, just driving around for 8 hours, going to places and that. I hate driving. Fucking hate it. It's awful.
That's how I listen to podcasts. Driving.
I hate driving. It's awful.
Again, it's the people, the other people on the road.
Traffic is what really makes
I
driving.
just don't want to do it.
Have you noticed a prevalence of marijuana smoke when you drive
Yes.
through Cincinnati on the highway?
Yes.
On the highway.
Yes.
I swear to God, I'm driving behind cars and I see smoke coming out of the fucking room. I smell it. I'm like, Jesus Christ! The increase of smoking and
We were at
weed and driving is incredible.
We were at my son's baseball tryout last night, and we're standing around, me and a couple dads, and next thing you know, we're just like, is that weed? At a freaking tryout. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And one guy's like, that's weed. Somebody was just smoking up right there on the sidelines. Don't mind us.
Where those fastballs were coming so
Oh, yeah.
See, I've got zero care if someone wants to,
I don't
their
care.
drugs or whatever. But don't do a drug that just
Smells.
ruins it for everybody else.
It's like smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
You
don't
wanna be
smoke
around the
cigarettes.
smoke. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
Stick to meth.
exactly. Don't smoke it though.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want tobacco, don't smoke it. Dip it. I mean, then I don't.
Then they
have
can
to smell
spit
it.
on your feet.
Well, then that's just being an asshole. You have to keep your spit cup with you at all times.
Okay. Yep.
What's your number 2, Jeff?
All right. My number two is pretty much very closely touched on, but just pretty much going to the bar
Okay.
just to hang out at a bar.
Yeah.
You'd much rather hang out at somebody's house?
There's got to be a I enjoy going to the bar for trivia night.
Okay.
But, just going to the bar to sit around with people...
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go to, watch the baseball game I no longer care about, that's something different. Yeah. But if I'm just going to hang out at the bar or going somewhere where the only reason we're going is to hang out and drink, then
you can safely drink on your couch at home.
Yes. I still enjoy, having a good beer. I enjoy good company, but I don't enjoy... there's got to be something else.
Yeah. Like a sex room.
Exactly. If we had a sex room with beer...
And orifices.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm being so much older, I'm so much more in tune to drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, if I had this one beer and a second beer, then you're like, can I go now? Because I want to have another beer, but I don't want to... I have to drive.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, like you said, midnight. Yeah. What's the point of staying after midnight? All you're doing is increasing the chances if you're going to have another drink... And does that put you near the limit or close to the limit?
And then you've got to
out there.
If it's Monday through, for most people, if it's a weeknight, then you're like, well, I can't Uber home because then I'm going to have to get up 2 hours early to go get my car.
Yeah.
And then it's just like it's too much work.
You don't want to pull a David Koechner.
No.
Just flying into Cincinnati,
getting drunk,
and then driving to West Virginia.
Yes. Huntington.
To be fair, you would have to get drunk to go to West Virginia.
It's he got pulled over right at the border of Ohio and West Virginia. And he claimed he had a beer at the airport. And I'm like, how long does that beer stay in your system to drive from the Cincinnati airport? That's a 2.5, 3 hour drive.
Well, he meant one continuous beer.
Oh,
that's what he meant.
He hasn't stopped drinking that beer.
The good news is he called Jim Justice. Call Jim Justice. We'll get you the justice you deserve.
But did he? Because he was pulled over before he got to West
Virginia.
You're
fucked. Jim Justice doesn't come to Ohio.
Yeah.
Number one, Blake. What you got?
Number two.
Oh, number two.
But you hit on it a little bit earlier.
Okay. Jim Justice?
You know what? I could tell you about the background between, the Breeders and Kim Deal and Tanya Donnelly and music. I used to be so much into music and new music.
90s alt music.
Yeah. New music and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I don't care about new music. Well, especially new music that's popular today. Grumpy old man speaking. That's noise. No, but
but you didn't like
noise.
The popular music back then.
Well,
you
yeah,
just listed the underground music
because it took an effort to know that information and shit. I used to put the time and effort into getting all that kind of fun stuff, but in information. But you know what? I don't care. If I sit there, all my iTunes, my Pandora, everything else I got on there, it's all shit that I've been listening to since the 80s and 90s, and that's it.
And Kelly Clarkson.
And yeah. Yeah, and Fergalicious.
Fergie, oh my
and
lady
Fergie.
helps.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
there
lady
you go.
helps. No, that's all my.
It's
all my lady helps.
Yeah, the thing is I don't even give a shit about new music anymore.
Whatever.
I don't care. I just listen to my old shit. I don't give a fuck.
Well, what's your number one?
My number
Nobody's
one.
forcing you to listen to me.
Yeah.
Well, no, you said, hey, let's go see this person. Like, who's that? I don't know who the fuck these people are. $80? I ain't fucking spending $80 to go sit in line at Riverbend
especially Riverbend
in a car for 1 hour at a park.
I agree with that because I've seen him at Riverbend, specifically Chris Stapleton, and as good as it was, I would have preferred him to be anywhere else in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Number one, Blake?
In the middle of the river.
On a boat.
Nope. Just the bottom of the river. No.
Well, no. I would prefer him to be above water.
No.
He's not
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Exactly. You get what I'm...
I got you.
Yeah. All right. See, unless if it's me and Jim alone at Dana Gardens Friday at 2:00, I don't like talking politics with anybody anymore. I used to, my background was a lot of speech communication, public relations, right?
Dear God, communication.
Jeez.
I know. It's a whole
terrible,
horrible
degree
stuff.
to have.
And you know what? I never do anything with it, but I say I use it every day.
You use it in podcasts.
Exactly. I used to be able to. I love talking politics. Love talking. I like getting in debates. I like arguments. I like listening to different, people with different theories and different thoughts and different perspectives. But you can't do that nowadays because nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to talk about facts. They only want their facts. And if you don't agree with their facts, then you're wrong, and there's no debate. And this comes from the right and the left. And I was like, I used to get a lot of joy in talking about things. And, God forbid, anybody talks about what's happened in the past week without, fucking shit blowing up. But, and it's sad because you do need a discourse, to make things work. And that's the sad part. There's no compromising anymore. There's no discussion, and it's sad. And I used to love talking politics, whether I was right or wrong or learning about something new.
Yeah.
Can't do it anymore.
Yeah. That's why Jim's not here this week. Him and Blake got into a big argument last week.
That's right.
Outside of the podcast, obviously.
The muskie,
it was on Stump.
that was about muskie burgers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Muskie. Number one?
Number one for me, I have bowling. I used to really enjoy bowling.
Yes, you did.
I would be in a league or two every year and bowl. Yeah, and I enjoyed it.
Not so much.
Met some great friends, that I'm still friends with now. One point in time, someone broke into my car and stole my bowling bag with all my stuff.
With the ball?
2 balls.
What?
2 balls, shoes, towel, and all the other bowling supplies. Nothing worth money. I mean, you'd be surprised if you can get $40 for everything from it. But it cost me a lot more money than that. And then it's like, oh, well, now so I got to use a lane ball because I can't afford to buy a new ball right now and use the lane shoes, which is never fun wearing lane shoes when you're using. And then it just, it wasn't any fun. And I just lost my interest and
Sounds like
stopped, dropped out of the league. And
this is the worst Big Lebowski story ever.
Man, I'm so depressed.
it was.
Well,
And I mean, I think
you can't smoke in the lanes anymore. I mean, unless it's weed. I'm sorry.
So is that why you didn't come to my party at the bowling alley?
Is that the bowling alley? Probably.
No, it was.
we had a baseball thing.
If I were available, I would have been there.
I would have been. I had COVID that week. That was the weekend. that was.
You did not have COVID.
I didn't have COVID. I had the quarantine.
You were in close
You had
proximity to someone who had COVID.
Yes. Number one for me is the worst fucking thing after I hit 30. I don't fucking want to go to another wedding. I don't care.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say erectile dysfunction.
No.
He liked that before.
He liked it before.
Fucking weddings. I don't care. I'm happy for you. I don't want to be in a wedding. I don't want to go to a wedding. I just don't want to go. Okay? I don't want to party anymore like that. And please, for the love of God, don't ask me to a bachelor party or, anything. A rehearsal dinner. I don't fucking want to be there.
I don't know. I think the last bachelor party you were at, you enjoyed yourself.
No, that's it. That's right. Okay. Invite me to bachelor parties. Good call. Don't invite me to weddings, though. I enjoyed Scab Jeff's wedding. That was fun.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell him you hated his wedding.
No, I just fucking don't want to be in any fucking weddings anymore. After a certain point, congratulations. I don't care.
If I ever get married, I'll remember not to invite Jason.
Yeah.
Just elope.
Oh, his wife's invited.
Oh, yeah.
I have a night at home.
She'll probably be
His
my
wife
date.
and kids are invited. That's right.
Yeah,
See ya.
You definitely should elope and make him pay for a vacation that he doesn't want to go on. That's outstanding. That's really sticking it to him.
I hate you all. What's your number one?
Destination wedding, Jason, and you're my best man.
Where do you hate to go?
Anything outside my house?
West Virginia.
No, I can see Jim Justice. Jim Justice.
He hates the urban area, so it'd have to be, big city.
Go to Chicago.
Any big city.
Go to Chicago.
No, too close.
New York.
We'd have to...
L.A.
L.A.
There you go.
Go to L.A. and get married just to
stick it to you.
You hate Vegas, wouldn't you? We'll go to Vegas.
Yeah. Something loud and noisy with lots of people.
Yeah.
You all.
Yeah, put it on the old street, Vegas street.
You can't get Elvis to marry us anymore. They put a cease and desist to that.
Yeah.
What? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You can't get Elvis to marry you anymore?
Nope.
Who's fucking running this country?
Not Elvis.
No, why did they
Elvis-
stop? Why can't Elvis marry people anymore? Or
'Cause
impersonators?
Elvis's estate said to cease and desist.
Yeah. His likeness.
Yeah, the people.
Well, what if they got a Priscilla to do it too? Then we'd be okay.
Because if those crazy kids
Probably.
can't
There
make
you
it.
go.
only if it's the real Priscilla, I guess.
That's bullshit, man. I think that's bullshit.
I don't know why anybody would want it.
I like how Blake gets
For
mad at that.
novelty's sake, obviously.
That's Blake's new number one.
Well, there goes my renewal vowel plans. Granted, I hadn't told the wife about it yet.
Sure, your wife would appreciate that. Brian, what's your number one? Get us out here.
My number one is going to NFL football games.
I can see that.
So here's the thing about this. I am still a season ticket holder
Yes.
with Jim. So in the last 2 years, I've been to 2 games.
And the last year they were good.
Yeah, I only went to 1 game last year and
Except
one.
for the fans experience.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing. Like when we first got them, we were young and we got up at 6 a.m. and we started tailgating and we would drink all day and go watch the game and then go out afterwards.
Now you can't stand those people.
Now I can't stand those people, and I don't want to wake up that early to start drinking all day because I usually have to work on Monday. And just the people, like the fans.
Yes, the fan
Like,
experience is
is-
not
is-
that good.
Not as nice as it used to be.
It's just
right?
not.
Yeah. Because people are spending so much money and they get so fucked up.
Yes.
And they think that, well, I spent $150 on these tickets. Now I'm going to be an asshole.
Right.
Basically.
It's just, you know, like I can watch the game at home or at a bar or with friends.
At a wedding.
Not at a wedding in Vegas with you ever.
In a dance club, discoteca.
But it's just like, you know, it's not like getting down and getting in and out. Like if you drive, it's miserable, or trying to get an Uber down there after the game. Like you have to wait an hour
They have
because
a streetcar.
they do, but it doesn't run that late, and then it doesn't take you anywhere.
And it's really not that close to the stadium to begin with.
Like
Yeah.
it comes like in front of the red. I guess it
Yeah,
comes around the
you gotta
banks,
go
but
over to
You go to the library
it's not-
afterwards.
no, I wouldn't. But you could.
But if you park at the library,
there we go.
Jeff, we just solved his problem.
I'm about to say, I mean, library parking on a Sunday is probably pretty easy to get. I don't know.
Well, great. There goes the hidden secret of parking at the
Oh.
library.
Everyone now knows.
There you go.
Well,
No, it's just something,
you just have
you
to
know,
run the
it's
gauntlet
just
of a
not
homeless guy smoking
fun
weed.
anymore. And it's on top of paying for the season tickets, you get in there and everything is like $20. You know, like,
Hot dog, $20. Beer,
I mean,
$20.
like,
sit on Mike Brown's lap, $20.
seriously, like beers are $11, $12, $13, and it's like,
I can get a whole 12-pack at my house for that.
right.
Yeah.
And like whatever food that I want, that I would enjoy, I can have it, and I just don't, you know, it's just not what it used to be, and I don't enjoy it any longer.
Well, we're
But
not,
I do still pay for my season tickets,
So you can get that one game you
so
do
I
want to
can
go to.
Yeah.
well, we're not the only grumpy old people. Doug, number one fan, producer
Humph.
Doug. He has.
Switching to these motorized vehicles other than the horses.
Correcting Jeff on animated movie versus cartoon. Correcting
He
Blake.
used to like doing that?
Correcting Blake. Jungle Cruise never had water guns.
Yeah, they did.
Correcting Jason. There's a T in 60. 60. Correcting Jason. There is no S in Kroger. And all of you, it's Pandora, the world of Avatar. Is it? That was Avatar.
It's
Land.
Avatar Land, I think. Yeah.
You know, Doctor Strange 2, I saw the preview for Avatar.
Yeah.
Man, does it look stupid.
It looks awful. Brian, hot take right there. It's on the poster. Obi says, looks stupid. Brian had grocery shopping. Oh, I love grocery shopping. Toy
Well,
shopping.
he used to,
Yeah.
but he doesn't anymore.
Toy shopping. Annual budget planning.
He liked the annual budget planning. Oh, my God.
Holidays and dining alone. Yeah, Dr. Number One had cow tipping. Since the studio is windowless, hanging at the podcast, mowing the lawn in the nude,
He doesn't like doing that anymore?
promoting interns.
Climate change.
Again, the family we shall not name's faces tattooed on my body. Kardashian. Nisi, our favorite Indiana nurse. She had exercise. Screw that 3-mile run. Shopping, no malls equals no fun. Getting wasted, I'm sophisticated now. She has martini glasses. Keeping up with the Joneses, no longer care what friends, neighbors go into debt for. And number 1, going to clubs. Basically, sleep trumps everything. And then she has a gif of Danny Glover. I'm too old for this shit. Yeah. Which is very true. And then we did have, I think we did have on our Facebook page. Hold on, let me get this here. Yep. Apologize here. That is going to be Jared Mills had waking up early, working, eating spicy because of heartburn, roundhouse kicks because bad back.
Oh, I should have had nuclear hot wings. I don't like doing that anymore.
I never liked doing that.
And number 1, talking to people. So there you go. There you go. That's our show.
That's it. I should have just
honorable mention. Oh,
did we have any honorable mentions?
Any honorable mentions, real quick? Let's go.
Writing. I used to write. Just for the fun of it. I don't have time to do that shit anymore.
Let's see, honorable mentions. I had the swimming. I don't mind like hanging out in the pool, but I ain't swimming.
Okay.
Stay in the shallow end.
Just cooking.
Or on the raft.
Yeah. I mean,
just simmering.
Even if I'm just doggy paddling in the deep end, but I'm not swimming. I'm not going around the pool doing laps.
Another thing that Jeff doesn't like, he's moving.
You still do cannonballs, right?
Well, yeah, but that's not swimming. That's jumping in the pool. Swimming, like where you move your arms so you go move across the water. I don't like doing that. That's not fun. And I had all those early those Facebook social games.
Oh yeah,
I used to like doing that.
Farmville.
Yeah, Farmville and that type of shit.
But that damn Wordle. You still play Wordle
because I still
get it in my feed.
Today's word sucked.
I throw in Wordle like once every 4 weeks. I'll put a word. I'm not an everyday Wordle thing, and that's only when it's a unique feel. Either I got it quickly or it took a long time.
No one cares about Wordle.
Today's words.
Yeah.
Ryan and I forgot what today's was.
Jeff's Wordle.
I got it in 5.
Jeff's Wordle. Align green blocks, align green blocks, align green blocks. Comment. Well, that was interesting. No shit. Thank you, Jeff, for your Wordle experience.
It's like, wow, I got 4 on my first guess, and it took me 5 guesses to get the sucker.
Do you use the same first word to start every puzzle?
Nope.
Oh my God! Can we talk? What's your other honorable mention?
RSTLNE.
It's not a word.
Yeah, Ristily.
Use it in a sentence.
How about that was Ristling?
That wasn't a sentence.
Jeff likes to Ristling at the pool.
Oh, okay.
What's your honorable mentions?
I had wrestling, baseball, and then just being an adult.
Okay.
When you
first
officially became an adult, you weren't really an adult, and then you get a little bit older, and then
you don't
want it to do it anymore.
No,
I don't like it.
Responsibility sucks.
I thought like you were supposed to, get wiser with age.
No,
it
doesn't happen. People are still stupid.
As I've said, people are the worst part of everything.
I expected, I would understand what the hell is going on. Nope, still don't. Nope.
I feel like I understand less the older I get.
Well, bad idea of the week, number 17, people.
There you go.
I thought you were going to say politics.
Nope.
Depressing top fives.
Yeah. Bad idea number 289. Titles for the show real quick. What you got?
I've got 11 in Love. Snakes on a Con Air Force One. Can't Buy Yourself a Nickname. Consenting Muppets. Anything But Grimace. And Toledo is Burning.
I think we've done that before. I have Speaking of Fingers. Anything But Grimace, Momoing, Fergie Furry. I think that's it. That's all I have. Brian?
Let's see. I had Executive Fingers. Donald Ducking.
Oh.
Why do you have a steak knife?
I like that one.
Predator catches a predator.
That's it. We're done.
Snakes on top of Con Air Force One gun.
Blake, good job. Okay, I'm going Predator catching predators.
Yeah.
I like that. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets. There's a history, not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.